In this video, I'm going to show you a handful of tricks that I use when building in Fallout 4. And if you've ever seen one of my tour videos, you're going to know that my settlements get pretty elaborate. Now let's not waste any more time and get right into the video. So the first thing I want to take a look at is the rug glitch. What we're going to be able to do with this is place things where they're not typically able to go. So we're going to go into our build mode. We're going to pick up something that we want to place, right? Say I want to get it in here, but oh boy, it just won't fit. So what I'm going to do is turn here to my rug I've already placed down for us. And I'll place that right here. And we're going to pick this up. And we're going to be able to place this where we want to now. So see, now we're able to place it right here. See that? Now we've stuffed it in there and say, oh man, I want to put a chest over here. And I'm going to be able to do that. So if you place this back down and you try to do that without this, you're going to see that it's not going to fit right where we had it. And same with here. So now I'm going to press B and get this back. And just a fair warning, so say you do put this where you want it, keep the rug, because fair warning, if you delete your rug, it's going to sink down a little bit. Not too big of a deal if you like the way it looks, but just a fair warning on that. We can also kick the rug glitch up a notch by fixing these houses. Say we're in there having a good time with some settlers and raiders show up, they can shoot us right through there. We don't want that. So what I did was I placed this wall and rug here. We're going to go into build mode. Now just to show, you're not able to place this wall on the rug and pick it up like we did with the other object. So just find a nice flat spot and get this rug about that close to the wall. And then I'm going to hold select on it. For me it's A. We're going to pick that up. And we're going to go over here and fix this wall. And we're going to place this right here. So now, if the bad guy comes along, he's not going to be able to get us in there. Right? And just to show, you can delete these rugs and the wall will not fall through like the other object did. And also to show, you're not able to do this without that. So now, hit B and it'll go right back. Look at that. Okay, and on to one of my next favorite glitches, the wire through the wall glitch. What we're going to be able to do is run wires through the wall. We're going to place this here, because we want to have an existing wire before we do this. We want to look at the wire, or sorry, we want to look at the connector, but have the wire highlighted. So we're going to look at this connector, but we want this wire highlighted, and we're going to press connect wire. For me it is Y, and we're going to see we have this invisible wire, and we're going to be able to run it through the wall here. See that? So now we're going to press B because it likes to glitch out there, but then once we're out of that, now we can also take this, and just to show you, you're not able to do this typically. So see that? If I delete this and press Y here, go here, it won't let me do that. So that's a pretty good way to run wires through walls. Now another way we can run wires through walls is with the rug glitch. I'm going to go into build mode. You can't see my rug here, but I got a rug under here. We're going to pick this up, and wherever I place this, you're going to see that wire goes along with it. So you can also run wires through walls this way, and you see our light's still powered there. So once we find our rug right here, and you see our light's still powered, and we're able to run wires through the wall. And the last thing I'll show with the wire through the wall glitch is you're going to be able to run wires forever. So say we're over here, we're going to run all the way over here with our wire. It's invisible, we have it, but we're going to run here and we're going to connect it right here. Boom. Now we're able to run wires for a very long way. Press B to get back to normal and go back to here. And look at that. So you're going to be able to run wires super far. And I've been putting connectors at the bottom of houses. And then from house to house, I'll run the wire from the connector to connector, basically making a lot of these wires invisible. So now this next tip I have for you is build at a place that has water. A lot of water. Because you're going to build a whole bunch of water pumps. And the reason I do this is to get caps basically for free. So I come over here, and you're going to see I have 555 purified water I can go around and sell. Now when it comes to purified water, it only spawns in the workbench every 24 hours that you're not in the settlement. So if you are in the settlement, it will not spawn until you're away from the settlement for more than 24 hours. So now the next thing I want to take a look at is how to set these houses up on the foundation just right like this. So the first thing you want to do is delete the house on the plot you want to build on. what I'm going to do is go into foundations here. You're going to have shack foundations, I believe, but I like the warehouse ones from the DLC, so we're going to use those. But I'll just show how this works real quick. What you want to do is see how those two lines are right here at the end and right here at this end. You can see that. That means it's lined up perfectly. What I like to do is take the foundation, come down as low as possible, and just line it up the best I can, right? So I turn a little bit till you see both those white lines on each end. That basically means it's perfect. So now the next thing I want to do is take these foundations and I'm going to start placing them down to get the layout of my house. So now that we got our foundation down, what I'm going to do is place this here. And you can see that's lined up pretty good. And you can start filling in with walls here. So I didn't take too long on this, but I threw some walls and a roof on the shack here. And the reason I like this is because you're able to go up the stairs and into the house like that. And it's in a spot where a house would actually have been, so it's kind of cool. Like let's say you're over here and be like, oh, it's in the line of houses, which is pretty cool. And if you're like me, you're going to have a lot of these cars out front. Oh darn it, I've gone and built too much here. My bar is yellow and I'm running out of room to build. So what I'm going to do is do an infinite build glitch. You can come over to our pile of guns. What you do is drop all your extra guns from your workshop or your inventory and just start storing them. You just store them away. Now you can also scrap and store these, so you can do the duplication glitch on them so you can scrap and store them for the best of both worlds. But this character I don't cheat on, so I'm just going to store them all. And if you look to the right, now we're at white. We got a lot more room to build. And went down a pretty good chunk there. Now this next trick is for all you dirty little cheaters out there. So the next thing we're going to do is come here to our workshop. We're going to grab the material we want to duplicate. You cannot duplicate junk. It has to be the material itself. So we're going to grab acid. Alright, once we grabbed our acid, I'm going to drop it here on the floor. I'm going to go into build mode. And now you want to scrap and store this. But not like that. So it's X and then B. For me, it's X and then B. So I got to hit X like a split second before B. I'm actually going to show a video here on how to do that. See how we're looking at the material we want to duplicate. We're going to go scrap and store. For me, it's X and then B. So I'm going to go X and B. See how I got both menus up. I'm going to continue to hold this B button down the whole time. So what I do is I press A and then A. That will scrap and then store. Now hopefully that video helped you out because I've had a lot of people who've had a very hard time pulling off this glitch. But now that I'm back here, I'm going to continue to hold B and press A on both menus. And we'll come over here and you'll see my acid has doubled. So that's about it for now. Hopefully that helped you out and maybe you're able to utilize some of this stuff in your settlement. So this spot's kind of iconic for me, only because my first tour video was here and that kind of kicked off my YouTube career. That video got about 30,000 views and I think a lot of my original subscribers came from there, which is pretty cool. And if you are one of those original subscribers and you've been here a while or you're a new subscriber, just know I really appreciate you for being here. All the positivity down in the comments. I love it. Love comments, love feedback. It's great. Just know I really appreciate you. And if you made it this far in the video, I want to say thanks a lot for watching. And tune in next time. What is Romeo seeing Juliet?